Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do something a little bit more adventurous because it is October, and I asked a lot of people on Instagram. I did the little poll thing and I asked if you guys wanted more wearable looks or something a little bit more creative, and creativity won. So you guys are really pushing me to go out of my comfort zone. So I decided to do a face chart from one of my favorite makeup artists on Instagram, Milk. And so I'm doing a Milk face chart today, so I cannot take credit for all of this look. I did follow the face chart as much as I could, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't want to talk too much in this intro because it's already going to be a difficult long video, I can tell. Yeah, I can tell you right now. So we're just gonna go straight into it. We're gonna start off with a primer because you want your skin to look really smooth and flawless for this look. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and after that we're gonna go ahead and do our foundation. And then when we're doing our foundation, we're gonna do it with a shade a little bit lighter than we normally would. I'm just gonna apply straight to my face. A couple of dots of the foundation. I'm using the Born This Way foundation. I love this foundation. And obviously we want to bring it down the neck a little bit. And since we're going for that light look, I'm just going to put it all over. Just so I can brighten up my face even more. I was going to do it with the Tarte Shape Tape. That one works too. Whatever you have that you think is a couple shades lighter than your normal skin tone. Okay, so after we do that, we're gonna go ahead and put the leftover all over our lips. I'm gonna start off again by putting a translucent powder all over our face. I have this one by Laura Geller, which is pretty fair for me, so it's definitely not gonna warm up my face that much. So I'm just gonna apply this all over. The reason why you wanna apply powder now is because if you don't, it's gonna start tugging when we start blending, and since we're blending out the entire face to create this look, it's just gonna make it easier for everyone just to have like a powder on powder, and you'll see that it's gonna be so much easier. So we're gonna go ahead and do the brows now, just to get them out of the way. Okay, so I finished doing my brows almost, and they're very fluffy right now, which is really the look we're going for. But just to show you guys, after you make that really fluffy look all over your eyes, really just doing those separate strokes, go ahead and get a flat head brush. I don't know if you can really see this, and some concealer on the back of your brush, and just clean it up like you normally would, but only do the bottom. That way the look is still clean and precise, but you have that really fluffy and bushy brow that we're trying to get in this look. After we do that, this is going to be starting to get into the fun part. I'm super excited. I'm going to start off with the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, just because it has a lot of colors, and I might dabble into the NYX Ultimate palette, just because this one also has just every color you can think of, and for looks like this, it's just perfect. Morphe M510 brush, and I'm gonna start to carve out my cheekbones and stuff like that, and I put some of the blush too. So we're gonna start first with a deep red, and just lightly pick it up on the brush. So we don't want it to go too crazy, but we're gonna start up here, and it's gonna be a very dramatic contour, and so I'm just trying to get this all over, and then everything that's left over on the brush, that's gonna be the little pink that I'm gonna have on the tops of my cheeks. Now once we're done with that, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep taking this down a little bit, just so that it can start to slowly come into where we're gonna have the mouth and everything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up now some black. I'm gonna pick it up with this smaller Morphe brush in 429 on the tip of the brush. Tap it off. And now I'm gonna go back into the red and just blend this all out. I'm gonna get the Huda Beauty powder in banana bread. Just gonna bake the bottom of this just to make sure it stays really sharp. I'm gonna try to do my eyes. We're gonna set a base first, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a white concealer because I need these colors to be as bright as possible. This is a concealer by Kat Von D, and it's very tacky. I'm just blending this out with my ring finger. So we're gonna start the eyes now, and what I'm gonna use first is a Makeup Forever color. We need like an orangey red, and I actually have two colors here that might be the best colors for this from Makeup Forever. I'm not really sure which one is which, but one is M742 and the other one is 732. So I'm gonna have those there. I am still using the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette and the NYX Ultimate palette that has all the colors. So those ones are gonna definitely help me out throughout this too, but this is what I'm gonna do first. I'm just gonna get some tape first just to make sure that this stays pretty clean. I'm gonna put it on either side of my eye. And so we're gonna start off with this one, and we're gonna deposit it, all of the pigment directly into my crease, and then just blend that all out. Doing the same over here. So I'm gonna go into the BH Cosmetics palette and get that really red one, and I'm just gonna apply that a little bit lower just so this can be a little bit more red. I'm gonna blend it up a little bit. Go ahead and cut the crease now so that we can go in with this like honey yellow color. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape to cut the crease. So I'm just gonna pick some up. And for all of you that have problems doing cut creases, the best way, or the easiest way I think, to start learning how to do cut creases, which I'm no expert, is to apply a lot of your concealer right at the bottom of your lash line. Just pack it on there and look up, and it'll form that little crease for you and make that line, and you just have to clean it up and make sure it's more even and straight and nice and tidy. So we're just gonna clean that all up. Okay, so after you finish doing both of your cut creases, I did darken up my eyeshadow. Okay, so after we finish doing the cut creases, I darkened up a little bit the eyeshadow, just a little bit more, just to add some intensity. But we're gonna go ahead and take out your Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And if you have this one or a color similar to it, it's this like right here, the second one. It's like a honey color, like a yellow honey mustard. So that's the color we're going to be packing onto the lid. And so we're going to add some orange on top of it just to make it a little bit brighter. But I'm going to pack this one up first. So I just sprayed it with some setting spray. Doesn't really matter which one you use. I used the Pixie Dewy Hydrating Mist, but it can be whichever. Okay, this works much better. So just spray it and then apply some of that. Do you have any like shimmery oranges? Go ahead and apply that all over. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take off these bad boys, And I'm gonna pick up on the same little brush that I used to blend everything out. I'm gonna get some of the black and it's gonna go right underneath. And it's gonna be pretty heavy, so don't hold back. Okay, so we're just gonna add a little bit of orange going down from underneath the black in a kind of like a triangle. Oh, I'm so sorry that it completely cut out, but basically what I just did while you guys were gone, while the camera died on me, was just do a basic wing. I'm gonna apply lashes on top of that later. We are gonna do a little bit of detail, so I don't want to apply the lashes yet so that they get in my way. And I did outline my lips and the way that I want it to be. I did do the red nose and draw and put a little bit of black on the very top of it and have a little bit of the gold coming down, the goldish yellow coming down from the black smoky eye. So that's where I'm at right now. So to sketch out, this doesn't need to be even, so don't worry if like one looks off. This isn't like life or death. So just sketch it all out, bring it underneath your lips. Depending on how big your lips are, you might want to like switch it up. My lips are kind of big already, so I didn't have to do much, and my cupid's bow are pretty pronounced, but you do want them to be really pronounced in this for this look. So just a heads up with that. So I'm gonna go now in with a black gel liner. And this is gonna be like our base. And I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm just gonna dip it in. And we're gonna start here just giving that smoky feel. I really love this look, how it looks like a cross between like the Joker and a clown and literally just like everything. My face is a little bit wider, so this is why I made mine a little bit wider, but obviously go based on your face shape and what your goal is and how you feel everything looks like proportionally. So just around that edge, I'm gonna make it real red. A little bit there. Now everything else is gonna get filled in with green. So I'm gonna take another little brush just like that. Picking up a little bit of a brighter green just so that you can tell that it's green on my lips, but I don't want it to be too bright. I'm gonna try to make this green not so green but a little bit more mucky, so I'm gonna put some yellows. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please comment what you liked or if you learned anything, and subscribe.